guys, welcome back to another episode of Elnea Kingdom. This is Bryony Parker here, bringing you the Elnea Cup opening ceremony for when Elena is going to be entering into the Elnea Cup. So, let us begin. And you'll be seeing her holding a completely different axe than her, a completely different weapon than her actual job. Well, not really requires, but it's more like they kind of use most of the time, which is the guns, but hey, I'm a different kind of scholar who wields an axe. This is a white knight year, which comes once every 4 years. Can we move on, please? Thank you. Following the pact made with the guardian dragon Bagwell on the day our country was founded, we will hold the Elnea Cup tournament to select a hero to face Bagwell from warriors representing the kingdom. And now we'll be honored to hear a word from their majesty. And this is Hector Gansborough. This is James Gansborough's son. And from James Gansborough, his mother was Julie. So I'll be going through the family tree at the end of this video. We will never forget when humans were in the brink of extinction, the age of terrible war waged by the demons' armies afterwards, or the names of the many heroes and all those that were lost. The messenger of the gods, Norma, led the dragon and giant tribes in battle and sealed the armies beyond the gates of Aben. But even now, monsters and demons appear in the world, waiting for an opportunity to attack us. We must be vigilant. Even if the seal of Aben is broken, we cannot repeat those tragedies. You lead the pride of our kingdom. If we humans are to show that we no longer need to cower under the protection of the dragon and giant tribes, you must win this contest and take your title as hero. And on the White Knight, show the strongest guardian dragon in the land, Bagwell, your worth in the arena. As everyone cheers. Oh, there's Santiago and Holly. That's so cute. Thank you. And you know Armando, the priest that's standing right by Hector? That's Santiago's dad, believe it or not. So yeah. Now before our blood cools, let the first match begin. And of course, you'll get to see the first match, which I'm not in this first match, but that's okay. And now today's contest will begin. Contestants move to your designated places. On the right, Delphine Dormier. She's very cute. And on the left, Juanito Varley. You remember Juanito when what he said? He wasn't going to go down to them mountain corps or anyone. Let's see if he can hold true to what he said last video. Both contestants are present. Bow to each other. Begin the contest! Whoa! Oh! Darn! He did it! That's enough. The winner is Juanito Varley. Nice! This brings today's contest to an end. Well, he held up to his word, but he's not going to hold up to his word past Elena, though, so he will not win against Elena. Well, and of course, until the matches with Elena, and until, of course, the Bagwell fight when Elena becomes the Dragoon. So, until then, and of course, with the family tree and showing it. And trust me, guys, there's gonna be a lot to that family tree. It is huge. It has grown so much. But yeah, until we get to that. And we are back. So I couldn't believe this, but on the 10th, it was Melissa's birthday, and guess how old she is? She's 5, and of course times 3, that's 15. So literally by next year, Melissa is going to be an adult. Get that process through your guys' minds. She's going to be an adult the following in-game year. Oh my goodness, they grow up so fast. But yeah, and of course, we're going to get on to the first match, I believe, with Elena. Yes, the first match was Elena this 13th. On to the match. The Cup tournament will begin. And now today's contest will begin. Contestants move to your designated places. On the right is Clara Dormier, this old lady. And on the left is Elena Gansborough. Aw, cute as always with her family there. That's so cute. I like that all of her family's there, Elena's family. Both contestants are present. Bow to each other. Begin the contest! And of course, before we begin, I'm going to give her the rainbow flower to give her an advantage. We're gonna edit these. I'm gonna do the counter skill. You think, oh, but you have the axe skill. But if you have the disadvantage with a sword next to an axe, you can use the counter to your advantage really easily. And it's a lot of fun. So you guys are gonna have a lot of fun. So anyways, there's the counter skill, and we're gonna get on to it. And put it on fast so you guys can see. Should I just go all out for it? I'm gonna go all out for it. Whatcha! Yep. Easily defeated. Didn't even stand a chance. That's enough. The winner is Elena Gansborough. Woo! This brings today's contest to an end. Nice. And on to the 17th, of course. Where it'll be the 17th match, and then after the 17th, on to the 18th, and then the Bagwell fight, which Bagwell doesn't even stand a chance now, because legit, my weapon is at like 800 attack. And of course, until the 17th and 18th fight. Okay, guys, on to Elena's second fight against Betsy, one of her own friends. Literally, I noticed that all the scholars made it into the finales, basically. But of course, Elena's going to come out on top because I'm not going to lose. Anyways, and now today's contest will begin. Contestants move to your designated places. On the right is Elena Gansborough. Where's my fam? There's part of my fam. And on the left, Betsy Baroge. Oh, there's the rest of the fam. And the hubby. Very cute. Both contestants are present, bow to each other. He says begin the contest, but to be honest, it should be begin. It's just more like enthusiastic and cool, and I should have said that, but regardless, again, I couldn't help because of what it said, because it says begin the contest. So that's something Althea might want to change, not for like in a bad way, but if they did, like, I think they actually had it to where it was begin, and then they decided begin the contest should be a new thing, which I feel like that kind of ruins the whole experience, because the begin with an exclamation mark makes it more dramatic and fun versus begin the contest. Like, that doesn't make it very entertaining. So anyways, on to the second match, which without a doubt, it's going to be so easy. Just watch. Wow, she just got two-shotted. Easy. That's enough. The winner is Elena Gansborough. This brings today's contest to an end. Good job, Betsy. And of course, on to the finales on the 18th, and then the fight against Bagwell on the 21st, and the new outfit on Elena. Or really, it's not going to really be anything new. It's always been there, called the Scholar Guru Dragoon outfit. But yeah, that's going to be cool to see on Elena, and maybe adding a few accessories here and there. So, of course, until the battle on the 18th, the final battle to determine who goes against Bagwell, which Elena will be. And, of course, onto the Bagwell fight. Okay, guys, the final fight before Bagwell. And, of course, we can't forget the thing that's, the send-off to the Bagwell fight on the 19th. Anyways, contestants move to your designated places. On the right is Giselle Bereze, also one of Elena's friends. And on the left is Elena Gansborough. As you can see, she's in the normal scholar outfit, because I'm getting ready for her to be in the dragoon outfit. Oh, I'm going to be so excited to see what she looks like in her new dragoon outfit. Anyways, both contestants are present, bow to each other. Begin! There, see, that sounds more epic. See, first time isn't the easiest, and then the second time is the charm, so there you go. And, of course, onto this. And I'm just going to go out for it, because this is, yeah, she just gets two-shotted. Easy. That's enough. The winner is Elena Gansborough. This brings today's contest to an end. But there's more, of course. Now let's move on to the awards ceremony. From their majesty, the winner is awarded 20,000 Bay and 2 L Shard Pluses. The runner-up is awarded 10,000 Bay and an L Shard Plus. And now we'll be honored to hear a word from their majesty. This is Hector Gansborough, James Gansborough's son. What a fantastic victory, Elena Gansborough. Surely those are the right skills of the hero to represent our kingdom. Truly fantastic. Come here and receive your title of hero as well as a weapon and secret skills befitting such a position. I will enjoy your confrontation with the dragon on the White Knight. I am undeserving of such praise. Oh my goodness, look at her in the outfit. She looks amazing. As the hero of the White Knight, I will fulfill my duty with all my body and soul. And you, Giselle Barazze, that was a valiant fight. You lost in the end, but you should never be ashamed. I am proud to be blessed with warriors who possess such strength. I am unworthy of such an honor. Thank you. As you know, the confrontation between we heroes and the guardian dragon Bagwell will occur on the evening of the White Night. On the night of the 19th, a farewell ceremony will be held in front of the imperial throne. And now this year's Elnea Cup has come to a close, as everyone celebrates. And of course, on to the 19th, the hero send-off, and then the 21st with the Bagwell fight. Anyways, let's see what Elena looks like in her outfit. Oh, will you look at that? She looks amazing. But of course, I'll be putting some accessories on her, and of course, once I get to the point of the 19th. So I will see you guys on the 19th. Okay, guys, the hero send-off. Now we will hold the sending off ceremony for the hero before his battle with the dragon on the 21st. Don't you mean her battle with the dragon? That's gonna have to be something that Althea goes and fixes, but whatever. This year, the hero will face the guardian dragon Bagwell. Is Elena Gansborough. Wow, that was so cool. Everyone looked at her and clapped. That's so cool. And now we'll be honored to hear a word from their majesty to the hero who will face this ordeal. Elena Gansborough, our hero, you have seized great victory in a harsh competition. This ordeal is based on the vow we humans made with the dragon and giant tribes, to no longer need their protection one day, to ensure that we have not become corrupted in peacetime and that we are training properly to protect our kingdom ourselves. The guardian dragon Bagwell visits when the day of the White Night comes once every 4 years. As a representative of our kingdom, I expect you to show us a magnificent fight. That you were granted the glorious title of hero and given the chance to face the guardian dragon Bagwell. That's another thing that I don't understand, is that they make this, phrase for the hero themselves, when this really sounds like this is supposed to come from, the king or even the priest. So, another mistake Althea is going to have to go fix. Gives me great honor. Now, gives me great honor would be, the heroes section. It is our resolve that you show the strength of warriors of the kingdom of Elnea as Bagwell's opponent. That's another thing as well. That does not sound like that's supposed to come out of the hero's mouth. It just doesn't sound right to me. But I could be very wrong. Because I'm not perfect and I make mistakes. So, yeah. Now we shall pray to the gods for the hero's protection and bring the ceremony to a close. Heavenly gods who created us, Holy Shizni who guides us, grant your blessing to the hero who will face the ordeal of the dragon on the day of the White Night. Grant the hero the sublime spirit and incomparable strength of your messenger Norma. And everyone begins to do their thing. And of course, until the fight on the 21st. Okay, guys, the final confrontation with Bagwell, and of course, after this, there will be the baby, newborn baby. We'll see if it's a boy or a girl. And, of course, showing the family tree. So I hope you guys are going to be watching the rest of this video because, again, it's going to be really long with the family tree. So let's get on to the Bagwell fight then. Dragon Face Off. I love that thing that they show right there. That's so cool. This is the day you've all been waiting for. The day once in every 4 years that the hero, the kingdom's strongest warrior, will challenge the guardian dragon of our kingdom of Elnea, Bagwell, Elena Gansborough. Now the strong pulse of wings in the sky draws near. The dragon who's guarded our kingdom for over 300 years, Bagwell Melios. Wow. Oh, I feel like they did a little bit more effects with Bagwell entering the arena. That's cool. I mean, I know it's been there for a while, but I felt like they've added a little bit more graphics. I've been waiting 4 years for this day. I hope you put up more of a fight than these monsters in the Aben Forest, human. Oh yeah, Elena will make it hard for you, buddy. And now we'll be honored to hear a word or a few words from the combatants from their majesty. I'll be brief. Bagwell waiting here is your opponent for this year, Elena Gansborough. This won't be as easy as catching your dinner in the forest. I waited for 4 years, so I'd hope not. Ha 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 ha. Here, Elena Gansborough, show no restraint. Wipe the floor of the arena with this insolent dragon. As your majesty commands. And the fight begins. And of course, I'm going to be using the best charm possible I can use. So there is the Jasper one, but I believe the best one is the Rose of Wishes with 45%, well, boost, but there's a better one that's like 50 or something like that, but you have to use it with like paid items or whatever. Or you can get it from the Muscle Hall tickets, which actually can be worth it if you're facing Bagwell or any other fight. So, but anyways, let's get on to it, shall we? Let's see here. Do some mediums and then a parry. Oh, two-shotted. Never mind. That was easy. Wow. That's enough. Winner, Elena Gansborough. That was impressive for a human. So be it. As per the pact, I grant you a dragon drop. This is the crystallized magical power and strength of the guardian or of the dragon tribes. Use it to increase your strength. I am greatly pleased to honor you with this treasure of the dragon tribes. And now we'll be honored to hear a word from their majesty. Splendid work by the hero Elena Gansborough. In honor of today's victory, I grant you the title of Dragoon. I am grateful to receive this vulnerable title. The right to search all dungeons in the kingdom will be given to the Dragoon, and from their majesty you will receive the Dragon Sword, which really is the gun in her case, because Dragon Sword is for the Imperial Knights, and then the Dragoon Axe is for the Mount Corps. So yeah, and I meant to say Dragoon Sword for the Imperial Knights, and Secret Skill, as well as 10,000 Bay. Now then, our guardian dragon. We, the people of the kingdom of Elnea, will not forget our pact with you, and will be secure in the knowledge that we are blessed with such a warrior. I see that is true. I eagerly await the day 4 years from now. I bid you farewell. As he goes away. But of course, before the video ends, there will be the baby, and then of course the family tree. So see you until then. Okay, guys, the fourth baby, Elena's fourth child, which will either be Flora or Jeremiah. So let's get on to it. See if it's a boy or a girl. Is it time yet? It's fine, just relax just a bit more. Just hang on a little more. I am with you. Oh, I can't wait to see what this little one is. One more breath, I can see the head. It's a baby boy! Oh my goodness, little Jeremiah. Good job, Mommy. It's a healthy baby boy. And we'll see if he gets a talent too, so I'll just go ahead and write his name down and then we'll get straight on back to the baby. Okay then, and that is Jeremiah's name written down. Let's get on to it. And see if he gets a talent, possibly. That's a fine name. Look, the baby likes it too. Amazing, so cute. No talent, that's alright though. You're already a doting parent. I'm fine with being doting. Raise them with love and in good health. And of course, after we look at what Jeremiah's personality is, I will warn you guys that after I look at this is going to be the family, or the rest of the video is going to be the family tree. So I hope you guys are prepared to watch that length. If you do not want to watch it, I would ask you to look away once I get onto this. So anyways, his personality is soft-hearted. Aw, so cute. And of course, on to the family tree, of course. I'm going to go into my character, and we're going to go all the way back to way, way far back. And I mean way far back. Like, as far as Bryony goes, basically. Anyways, so we're going to start with Caitlyn's line. So from Caitlyn's line, there was Remedios, Tamba, and then she married a guy named Alexis, and there's Austin and Ferrana. We're going to go into Austin's line. Austin married Valera. They had Lily and Santiago. Then Lily got married to Jolene, and then she had Judy and Nicholas. And then from Judy's line, Judy got married to Neil, and she had Anton and Harriet, who is still alive. And then Anton married Maddie, and then they have a son named Kresimir, and then a daughter named Veronica. And Kresimir, he got married to Doris, and he has a son named Marion. Yes, I don't know why. And then a girl named Hilda. So, and then Veronica's family, she has a daughter named Lucy and a boy named Hamlin, and she got married to a guy named Alan. So, anyways, back to the other family members. So from Anton's line, Anton's line, and then Harriet got married to Joseph, kind of rhymes, and then she had a daughter named Lucille and Greta, and then from Lucille, she got married to Marcellin, and she has a daughter named Angela, and then Greta got married to Claudio, and she has a daughter named Danielle, and of course, going all the way back, Judy. Then from Judy's siblings, there is Nicholas. Nicholas got married to Lulu. Then there was Robert. Robert got married to Gwenda, and they had a son named Augustin and a daughter named Linda. And Augustin got married to Isabella, and they had a son named Fabian and another son named Manuel. They actually look pretty similar too. Hilarious. Anyways, and of course their daughter got married to a guy named Adolphus. And so Linda and Adolphus had Victor. Of course, back from that family, I think it was Gwenda? No, it was Robert. It can be kind of hard going back to see who's who. And then I think it was Goryrugi, I think? Yeah, Goryrugi. So Goryrugi got married to Marcella. He had a daughter named Amethyst and Mozzie. Amethyst is married to a guy named Mel, and she has a boy named Enrique and Connor. And then Mozzie got married to the first child Mountain Course back into the Dysons. She got married to Milton, and they have a son named Wesley. Back onto them, back to Nicholas, and back into Lily's line from her brother, Santiago. Santiago got married to Sadie. They had a son named Julian and a daughter named Eileen. And from Julian's line, he had a son named Neville and a daughter named Florica. And he got married to Mariana. And from Neville's line, Neville got married to Mildred. And they had a son named Johan and a daughter named Paulina. And from Johan married Cher. He had a daughter named Rosa Maria and a son named Harold. And then Paulina got married to Desmond, and she has a son named Logan. Back into Neville, back to his sister Florica. Florica got married to Wolfgang, and she had Desmond and Melissa. As you can see, some intermarriage there. And Paulina, you saw from previously, their son. And then Melissa, who got married to Casper. And then back into the line, back farther from Santiago, from Lily, from Austin. And then there was Fiorana. And then Fiorana got married to Nick, and she had Epi and Janet, both girls. From Epi's line, she got married to Fabio, had two daughters named Mariana and Susie. Mariana married Julian, and she had Neville and Florica. So, again, intermarriage there. I don't like it, but it's what happens in this stupid game. And then Susie got married to Alistair. She had Wolfgang and Marianne. Wolfgang got married to Florica, as you can see. And then Marianne got married to Roderick. And they had a daughter named Rula and a son named Edwin. Back into the line again from Epi. And then her sister Janet. Janet got married to Connor. She had Maria Jose and Ashley. And both of those girls. And then Maria Jose got married to Eugene. She had Juanito and Agate. Juanito got married to Giselle. And they had Rocard and Adelina. And Rocard is married to Martin and has a son named Nestor. And Adelina is still in the search for a man, so. And Juanito's sister, Agate, got married to Alfonso, and she has a son named Alexis and a daughter named Roletta. And back into Maria Jose's line, back to her sister Ashley. Ashley got married to a guy named Veronica. I don't know why. Or was it Ashley that was the guy's name? Yeah, so it gets really confusing. And then they had a daughter named Brianna and a son named Gennaro. And Brianna got married to Dewey. And Brianna had Rebecca and Renata, both daughters. And Rebecca got married to Pius, and she has a daughter named Julian. And then her sister is still searching for a guy. Then back into her brother, Brianna's brother, Gennaro. Gennaro got married to Oretta and had a daughter named Orsola and a daughter named Francesca. And Orsola is married to Gaspard. Back into Gennaro, and back all the way back to the family members. Back to Janet, back to Ferrana, Austin's line. Yeah, we looked into Austin's line. Remedios. And then Cletus's line. Cletus got married to Lucille. He had a son, or two sons, named Perry and David. Perry got married to Stefan. They had a son named Rolf and a daughter named Lindsay. Rolf's line, Rolf got married to Alice. They had two daughters, Non and Deirdre. And from Non's line, she married Geoffrey, and she had two sons, Alf and Yvonne. I don't know why she named her son Yvonne. I don't know why. And then Alf married Iris, and he got a daughter, Delphine, and a daughter named Allie. And Delphine is married to first child Mountain Corpse, Gavin, and Emmanuel. And then Allie is married to Egon. And then back into Iris's line, I believe. It was Alf. Here we go. And then Yvonne got married to Anise, and they had a son named Belanger and a son named Amada. Belanger got married to a girl named Gabriella, and they have a son named Andre. And then his brother, Amada, got married to Diana, and they have a daughter named Cherry. And back farther in! Yay! I hope you guys are enjoying this, because I'm not! And Deirdre got married to a guy named Donato, and they had a daughter named Babette and Brendan. And Babette got married to Stanka, and they have a daughter named Diana and Glenda. Diana, as you can see, had Cherry, and then Glenda got married to Innocencio. And then Babette's brother, Brendan, got married to Frederica, and they had a son named Jordan and another son named Darian. And their son Jordan got married to a girl named Tania, and they have a son named Benjamin. And I have to go all the way back into the lines from Ralph's line and from Perry's children, Lindsay. So Lindsay got married to Hedwig. She had two sons, Vincent and Matthias. Vincent got married to Penny, and he had a daughter named Samantha and Amber. Samantha got married to Kenny, and then she has a daughter named Amina and Stefan. And Amina is married to Flores, and she has a daughter named Azucena and a daughter named Eleanor. And then Stefan got married to Adelia, and she has a son named Rolf. Back to Samantha, back to her sister Amber. Amber got married to Luca and had a son named Adelia and Georgia. And as you saw before, Adelia and Stefan. And then Georgia is still a kid, so she's not grown up yet. So then back into Hedwig and Lindsay. There was their son named Matthias. Matthias got married to Lillian. Lillian had a daughter and a son, Ruda and Furman. Ruda got married to Lennox and had a daughter named Bernice and a son named Ha. And Ha is still searching, and Bernice got married to Paul, and she has a daughter named Sophie. And then back into Ruda's family, back to her brother named Furman. Furman got married to Anita, and they had a daughter named Claudia and Morin. Then back into this family line, back to Lindsay, and back to Perry, because we're done there. Back to David, Perry's brother. He married a girl named O'Reilly, and he had Hilde and a girl named Hilde and a boy named Charlie. Hilde got married to Freddie. They had a daughter and a son, Delia and Nestor. Delia got married to Abel, and they have a son named Yoon and a daughter named Mencha. Yoon got married to Elise, and they had a son named Oscar and another son named Manolo. Oscar got married to Antonia, and she has a son named Pial. And then Manolo got married to Ethel, and they have yet to have a kid. Back to Yoon. And then Mencha. Mencha got married to Peyton, had a daughter named Nina and Victoria. Nina is currently married to Richard and has a son named Gregor. Farther back to Delia, Delia, Nestor. Nestor got married to a girl named Jean, and they had a son named Yang and Robin. Yang got married to Sandra, and they had a son named Almond and Derek. Almond is married to Philly, and they have a son named Raymond. Derek's still searching. Back to Yang, to his brother Robin. Robin got married to Polotov, and they have a daughter named Em and a son named Eugene. And their daughter Em is still searching, and their son Eugene isn't grown up all the way. So back to Nestor, back all the way back to the family. So from O'Reilly, they had a son named Charlie. Charlie got married to Axia, had a son named Carl, and a daughter named Eleanor. Carl got married to Aurora, and they had a son named Angel, yes, and a girl named Trisha. Angel got married to Margaret and had a son named Dudley and Delroy. Dudley married Opal, and they have a daughter named Jessica and another daughter named Alicia. And their son Delroy got married to Janice and have a daughter named Alekina. Then back from Angel's line, Trisha got married to Nigel. They have a son named Benedict and a daughter named Nuala. And Benedict got married to Miriam, and they have a daughter named Rosamond. Back to Trisha, and then back to, I think it was Aurora or Carl. As you can see, this gets really hard to keep track of really easily. I think it was Carl from Charlie? Or is it Axia? No, it was Charlie. From Charlie to O'Reilly. Yeah, from O'Reilly. Or is it David? Oh, geez. It gets really confusing really easily. Let me see here. Going back. I'll get back to you when I find the right spot. Alright, I found my spot. So I was on Charlie and Axia, actually. So their daughter named Eleanor married a guy named Michael. They have a son named Sean and Ivan. Sean got married to a girl named Alpha, and they have a daughter named Carrie and Regina. Carrie is married to Alvin, and they have a son named Sergio. And Regina is still searching. Back to Sean's family, his brother Ivan is married to Audrey. They have a daughter named Burl and a son named Homer. Back to Eleanor, back to her family, back from Charlie, and then from David. There we go. And that is it for Caitlin's line. So that is Caitlin's line, back from Cletus, back to Caitlin. And so we'll go into Jacob's line. Jacob got married to Florence and had Lennox and Leonor. From Lennox and Leonor, Lennox got married to Carmen. He had a son named Graham, a daughter named Agate, and a son named Alexander. And from Graham's line, Graham married a girl named Alexia, had a son named Benito, and a daughter named Anne. Benito got married to Carla and had two sons, Anthony and Ethan. Anthony married a girl named Amara, had two sons, Gerald and Seth. Gerald got married to a girl named Evita and had a daughter named Paulette and Corinna. And Paulette got married to a guy named Gonzalez, and they had a son named Lothar and a daughter named Infanta. And Lothar got married to Lilith, and they have a son named Harabe and another son named Fabius. And then their daughter, Infanta, got married to Ledley, and they have a son named Santos. And so from back to Paulette, or Gonzalez, or Paulette, Paulette, from Gerald, I believe. Yeah, from Gerald. Yep, from Gerald. Paulette's line. And then Corinna. Corinna got married to a guy named Isidore, and she had a son named Friedrich and another son named Perry. Back to Gerald. Gerald's brother Seth got married to a girl named Perrin, and they had a son named Benito and Rodney. Benito got married to Michelle, and they have a son named Richard and a daughter named Eulala. Eulala is still searching. Richard got married to a girl named Nina, and they have a boy named Gregor. And back to Benito's line, Rodney. Rodney got married to Rosanna. They have a son named Ross and a daughter named Alberta. Back to Seth, and then back from Anthony, and then Ethan. Ethan got married to Burl, and they have a son named Perry and a daughter named Isolde. Perry got married to Trisha, and they had a son named Callum and a daughter named Yannick. And Callum got married to Lucia, and they have a daughter named Antonia and a son named Sean. Sean is still searching. Antonia got married to Oscar, and she has a son named Pial. Back from Callum, Yannick got married to Isidore, and she had a daughter named Carrie and a son named Orlando. Carrie got married to a guy named Teddy. And then back from Yannick's line, back to Perry. Or is it Trisha? Yeah, Perry. And then Isolde. Isolde got married to a guy named Clancy, and they have a daughter named Donna and they had a boy named Gazka. Donna got married to a guy named Graham, and they have a boy named Claudio and another boy named Silvio. Silvio is still searching. Claudio got married to a girl named Greta, and they have a daughter named Danielle. And then from Donna's line, Gazka, her brother, got married to a girl named Justine, and they have a daughter named Evita and Zachary. And Evita got married to Cougar. And then back from Gazka's line all the way back to Isolde. I believe that is it when it comes to the family line of Lennox. And then Lennox's daughter, Agate. Agate got married to a guy named Anatoly, and they had two sons, Angel and Bob. I don't know why they named their son Angel, but whatever. Angel got married to a girl named Primrose, and they had Freddie and Hyacinth. Both boys, by the way. And Freddie got married to Hilde, and they had Delia and Nestor. As you can see, you've already seen those. And then Hyacinth got married to Corinna. They had Trisha and Leonore. Trisha got married to Perry, and onward and so forth. And Leonore got married to Spencer. And they had a son named Eaton and a girl named Carolina. And Eaton got married to Ira, and she had Ernest and Caroline. Ernest is married to Fauna. Back from Ira's line, or Eaton's line, Carolina got married to the first child royal, Hector Gansborough, and they have a daughter named Agnese and Mike. And then back to Leonore's line from Hyacinth. And I believe that is the entire family of that one from Agate's. Oh, wait. Nope. There's Bob. Bob got married to Kate. And they had a boy named Roger and Byron. Roger got married to Londa. They had a daughter named Rona and Persis. Rona got married to Crispin, and she has a daughter named Louise Dyson. And Louise is married to Harold and has a daughter named Elizabeth. And then back to Rona, there's Persis. Persis got married to a guy named Angel, and they have a son named Flores and Cougar. Flores is married to Minna, and so on and so forth, and Cougar you already saw. So back to Persis, because as you can see, there's a lot of intermarriage all over the place. It's crazy. Back from Bob's line. Oh, and then back to Byron's family. So Byron got married to a girl named Petra, and they have two daughters, Kara and Oksana. Kara got married to Matthew, and they have a daughter named Lilith and Eugenia. Lilith got married to Lothar, as you can see, Harabe and Fabius. And then Eugenia got married to a guy named Milo, and they have a daughter named Verona. Back into Kara's line, onto Oksana. Oksana got married to a guy named Hank, and they have a girl named Gabriella. She's married to Belanger, Esau, and so forth. Back to Oksana, back from Byron's line, and then back to Bob. Back to Agate, her brother Alexander. Alexander got married to a girl named Rafila, and he had a son named Joshua, a daughter named Burl, and another daughter named Lucy. Joshua got married to Angelus, and they had 2 daughters, Demetria and Lillian. Demetria got married to Sid, and they had a daughter named Clemens and a son named Lennox. And you saw Lennox's line. Clemens got married to Adam, a guy, okay? And they had a son named Goikondo and a girl named Annalisa. Goikondo got married to Angeline, and they have a daughter named Voilin and Leanne. And Annalisa got married to a guy named Nino, and she has a daughter named Josephine. Back on the Clemens line, and then back to Lillian. Lillian got married to Matthias. She has a daughter named Ruda and Furman. Or is it Matthias? Either or. But yeah, a lot of intermarriage and stuff like that. It becomes really hard to tell who's who. Oh, there we go. From Joshua's line. So yeah, from Lucy. Yeah, as you can see. And actually, this is back into Alexander's line from Lennox. So, on to Lucy's line. Lucy got married to a guy named Frank. There is Maddie and Clara. And you can see from Maddie and Clara, there's Kresimir and there's Veronica. You already saw. Clara got married to a guy named Poi, and they have a daughter named Ramona and a boy named Pius. You saw Pius's line, and Ramona got married to Leroy. And they have a daughter named Francette and a daughter named Eve. Back on to Clara's line. Back all the way from Lucy. There's Burl, Joshua, you already saw, Alexander. And that is the entire thing of Lennox's line. And then there is Leonore. And Leonore got married to a guy named Zidane, and they had a daughter named Abner and a boy named Tobias. Abner got married to Robin, and they have a son named Callum and Irvin. Callum got married to a girl named Alyssa, and they had 2 daughters, Angela and Capitolina. Angela got married to Blaine, and they had 2 daughters, Fignera and Perrin. Fignera got married to Renee, and she had 2 sons, Joseph and Warren. Joseph got married to Harriet, and you've seen that line. Warren got married to Minerva, and he had a son named Milo and a daughter named Nancy. Back on from Renee's line. Or is it Fignera? No, Renee's line. Oh, geez. It gets really hard sometimes to go all the way back. Let me find my place again. Alright, I found my place again. So from Abner. So there's Tobias, her brother. And Tobias got married to Nancy. Had a girl named Kate and Morin. Kate got married to Bob, and you've already seen that line. And then Morin got married to a guy named Mike. And they had Cecilio, Kerwin, and Rose. Cecilia and Kerwin are boys, and Rose is the girl. Cecilio got married to Colleen. They had a boy named Gonzalez and Juanito. Juanito got married to a girl named Margaret, and they have a daughter named Ardis and a boy named Roy. And Ardis is married to Sandy, and they have a daughter named Barbara. Roy is still searching. Back to Juanito, and back to Cecilio. There was Kerwin. Kerwin got married to a girl named Eileen, and they have a daughter named Edwina and a son named Alfonso. And Edwina got married to Dwight, and they have a daughter named Molly, and a daughter named Patsy. Patsy's still searching, and Molly is married to Ramon, and they have a daughter named Thala. And then from Edwina, or Dwight, back to Pa. I think it's Pa. Or is that Edwina? And I gotta find my place again. Okay, I'm back to my spot. So it's Edwina's brother, Alfonso. Alfonso got married to a girl named Agate. You've seen their family. And then back to for Wynne, I believe. And then Rose. Rose got married to Brutus, and they had a daughter named Remy and a daughter named Opal. Remy got married to a guy named Jaton, and they have a son named Tommy, a daughter named Phoebe. And then Opal, you've seen her line. She got married to a guy named Dudley, Jessica, and Alicia. Back from Rose's line, back into Maureen, back to Tobias, back to Leonore, and I believe that is the entire line of Jacob's line, and then on to the other lines. Alrighty, Isaac's line. So you know Edgar's line. Well, he had his daughter named Ellis as well, who's part of the line as well. Ellis got married to a guy named Cecilio. She had a son named Henry and a son named Lothar. Henry got married to Elaine. They have a son named Carlos and a daughter named Linda. Carlos got married to a girl named Iris. They had 2 daughters, Flores and Katyusha, or a boy named Flores and a girl named Katyusha. Flores got married to Verna, and they had a son named Quentin and a daughter named Jean. Quentin got married to Annabelle. They had a daughter named Deborah and Alpha. Deborah got married to Dasbog. They have a daughter named Irma and Enid. Irma got married to Jack. She has a daughter named Alyssa and Alicia. And then Enid got married to a guy named Sid, and they have a daughter named Horafina. And then back into Deborah's family, back to her sister. Her sister married a guy named Sean, and you've seen this line, Carrie and Regina. And then back into Quentin's family line to Jean. Jean got married to a guy named Nestor. You've seen this family line. Back to Verna. And I've lost my place again. Alright, I found my place again. So it was on to Flores' sister, Katyusha. Katyusha got married to a guy named Manolo. There's Vicky and Rapitin. Vicky was a girl, Rapitin was the boy. Vicky got married to Joquan, and she had a daughter named Beth and a son named Jaton. You've seen Jaton's line. Beth got married to Jeremias. She has a daughter named Alexia and a boy named Nathan. Back onto Jaquan's line. Back to... was it Vicky's line? Yeah, it was Vicky's line, not Jaquan's. Vicky. And then Rapitin got married to a girl named Wendy, and they had a daughter named Isabel and a daughter named Joan. Isabella, got married to Augustin and had a son named Fabian and another son named Manuel. And Joan got married to a guy named Anthony, and they have a daughter named Bella. Back into Rapitin's line. Back to Katyusha. This gets so hard so easily. Carlos, and then from Henry's family. So you saw Carlos and Iris, and then there's Linda. Linda got married to a guy named Gaspard and has Roswitha and Carmen. Roswitha got married to a guy named William, and they had a daughter named Anise and a son named Lucio. Anise got married to Yvonne. You've seen this line. Lucio got married to a girl named Alstede, and they had a daughter named Angeline and a boy named Paul. Angeline got married to a guy named Goicondo. You've seen this family line. Paul got married to a girl named Bernice, and you've also seen this line as well. And then going all the way back from Lucio and Anise to Roswitha and Carmen. Carmen got married to a guy named Hernando and had a boy named Kent and a girl named Giselle. You've seen Giselle's line. Kent got married to a girl named Sabella. They had a boy named Todd and a boy named Nino. You've seen Nino's line. And then Todd got married to Penelope, and they have a daughter named Julie. And then back into Kent's line, back to Carmen, back to Linda, back from Henry's line. And then Lothar got married to a girl named Arta, and they had Leticia and Scott. Leticia got married to a guy named Christian, and they had a boy named Tommy and another boy named Telme and a girl named Kayuka. Tommy got married to a girl named Bernice, and they had a daughter named Clarissa and a boy named Sylvan. Clarissa got married to Dennis, and they had a boy named Lorenzo and a boy named Marcellin. Lorenzo got married to Cecil, and they have a son named Dexter and Cornelius. And Marcellin got married to Lucille, and they have a daughter named Angela. Back from Clarissa's line, Sylvan got married to a girl named Bridget, and they have a son named Johan and a daughter named Anne. Anne is still searching. Johan got married to Berta, and they have a daughter named Flora and a son named Oswell. Back from Sylvan's line, going back to Tommy, Christian and Leticia, Antelme. Antelme got married to Carlota, and they had a daughter named Agnes and a son named Graham. You see in Graham's line, Agnes got married to a boy named Otis, and they had a daughter named Magaline and a son named Reuben. And Magaline got married to Anacleto, and she has a boy named Clint and a daughter named Rochelle. And Reuben's still searching. Back to Agnes's line, or Otis's line, I mean. No, it was Agnes. Yeah, Agnes. And you've seen Graham, so back to Antelme. And then Kiuka. Kiuka got married to a boy named Cyril, and they had a daughter named Melody and a son named Franz. Melody got married to a guy named Geronimo, and they had a son named Frank and another son named Aiden. And then Franz got married to a girl named Marlis, and they have a son named Manfred and another son named Julian. Back from Kiuka's line, back to, I believe, Leticia? Yeah, Leticia. And then Scott. Scott got married to a girl named Terry, and they had a boy named Reginald and a girl named Joanna. Reginald got married to a girl named Zola. They had a son named Andrew and a daughter named Adriana. Andrew got married to Thelma, and they had a son named Quentin and a boy named Ian. And Ian's still searching. Quentin got married to Electra, and they have a daughter named Rana. And then back into Andrew's line, Adriana. Adriana got married to a boy named Isidoro, and they have a daughter named Glynis and Conrad. Glynis is currently married and married to a guy named Bernard. Back to Adriana's line, back to Reginald, and then to Joanna. Joanna got married to a guy named Ricardo. She had a boy named Vladislav and another boy named Frederick. Vladislav got married to a girl named Julia, and they had a son named Sandy. You've seen Sandy's line, and a boy named Bernard, and you've seen his line. And then Frederick got married to a girl named Susan, and they had a son named Geoffrey and a son named Guy. Back from Joanna's line, back to Scott, and then Leticia and Lothar. And that is the entire thing of Ellis's line. And then on to Edgar's actual line. And we're on Edgar's line. So we're going to start from Angie. Angie got married to a girl named Irene. They had a daughter named Gladys and a son named Tony. Gladys got married to a guy named Fabius. They had a daughter named Relia. Relia got married to a guy named Justin. They had a son named Abraham and a daughter named Flor. Graham got married to a girl named Antonia, and they had a son named Crispin and another son named Stefan. Crispin got married to a girl named Rona, and they have a daughter named Louise. And Louise is currently married to Harold, as you can see, with Elizabeth. And then back into Crispin's line, Stefan. Stefan got married to a girl named Remedios, and they have a son named Milton and a daughter named Gladys. Milton is currently married, you already saw that. And then Gladys got married to a guy named Alexis, and they have a boy named Dale. Back to Stefan's line, back to Abraham. Flor got married to a boy named Roy, and they have a daughter named Daphne and a daughter named Dina. Daphne got married to Gino, and they have a son named Moreau and a daughter named Luciana. Moreau got married to Faboila, and they have a son named Erwin and a girl named Elba. And Luciana got married to Javier, and they have a daughter named Carla. Back into Daphne's line, Dina. Dina got married to a guy named Pa. They have a daughter named Leonore and a son named Donald. Leonore is currently married to Duncan. Back into Dina's line, back to Flor, back to Relier, and we're going to go all the way back to, I believe, there's Gladys. There we go, Gladys, and then Tony. Tony got married to a girl named Shirley. They had a boy named Charles. Charles got married to Iphigenia, and they had Marilla and Joanna. Marilla got married to a guy named Severin, and they had a boy named Joe. Joe got married to a girl named Guyana, and they had a daughter named Veronica and Egon. Veronica got married to Aldrich, and they have a daughter named Prunella. And their son, Egon, got married to a girl named Allie. And back to Joe's line. And then back from Severin? Let me find my place again, guys. Alright, I found my place again. So Joanna got married to a guy named Larry, and they had a boy named Mikhail and a boy named Sheldon. Mikhail got married to a girl named Gina, and they had a boy named Mario and Carl. Mario got married to a girl named Harmony, and they have a son named Mark. And Carl got married to Jody. And then from Mikhail's family, Sheldon got married to Dupery, and they have a son named Elijah and a son named Lance. And Joanna, back to her family, back from Charles, back to Tony. And I believe that is the entire Angie's line. So that is Angie's line. And then Stephen's line. Stephen got married to Griselle, as you are aware, and he had two daughters, Rocard and Renee. Rocard got married to a guy named Eric, had Ambrose, a boy, Patricia, a girl, and Neil, another boy. So Ambrose got married to a girl named Rula, and there's Alicia, Spencer. Alicia got married to Brian, and had Luna, Reginita, and Annie. Luna got married to Trevor, had Berta, and Igor. You've seen Berta's line. Igor got married to Rula, and they have a boy named Timothy. Back into Luna's line to her sister Reginita. Reginita got married to Sagamore, had Rudy, and Roger. Rudy is married to Edna, and they have a daughter named Sabrina. And Reginita, her family, Annie. Annie got married to Fairmond and had a daughter named Annabella and a son named Everton. And then back to Alicia's line from Ambrose. Ambrose. And then Ambrose's son Spencer got married to a girl named Leonore, had a son named Eaton, and Carolina. And you've already seen that one. And back to Ambrose's family, Patricia. Patricia got married to Benedict, and they had a son named Gail, and a daughter named Tarla. Now Gail got married to Rudina, and they had their child Bridget and Letitia. Bridget got married to Sylvan, you've seen his line. Letitia got married to Justice, and they have Tania and Kerwin. Tania got married to Jordan. Back to Letitia's line from Gail. And then Tarla. Tarla got married to Lance, and she has her kids here, Pansy and Doris. Pansy got married to Sydney and had Sid and Herman. Sid is married to Enid, and they have a daughter named Horafina. And then from Pansy, it's from Doris. Doris got married to Kresimir, Marion and Hilda. Back to Tarla, and then Patricia, and then Neil. Neil's line, he married Judy. He had Anton and Harriet. And you've seen this line as well. So that is the entire line of the Stevens line. And now we're going to go into Luke's line. So Luke got married to Christine, had Sylvan and Phil. Sylvan got married to Francesca, and had Gloriana and Hans. Gloriana got married to Troy, and there's Octavia and Helfried. Octavia got married to Adolf and had her two kids here, Remedios and Gary. Remedios got married to Stefan and had a son named Milton and Gladys, or you've seen them. Gary got married to Jesse and their kids, Amos and Rosalie. Amos is married to Millie. And then back into the line, Gary. Back to Octavia, back to Helfried. Helfried got married to Melanie, had Inigo and Marlis. And you've already seen Marlis's line. Inigo got married to Jackie and has a son named Gaspard and Hal. Back to Helfried, to Gloriana, to Hans. Hans got married to Tilly, had Brutus and Hank. You've seen Brutus's line. Hank, Oksana, and Gabriella. You've also seen that line as well. Hans. And then back to Sylvan. And then Phil. Phil got married to Infanta. And there's Jay. Jay and Justina. Armin and Alistair. Armin got married to Lane, Frederica, and Fairmond. You've seen Frederica's line. And Fairmond's line as well. And Alistair. Alistair got married to Benita, Alan, and Mel. Alan is married to Veronica. You've seen their line. Mel got married. You've seen their line as well. Back to Alistair. Back to Jay. Back to Phil's line. And that is the entire Luke line. And then you already know Samantha's line, all of her family. So you are well aware of their family. And then back to Isaac's older brother, Xander. Xander got married to Angela and had Patty, Dexter, Manuel. Patty got married to Ronaldo, had Phyllis and Grizel. Phyllis got married to Marcus, had Cyril and O'Reilly. You've already seen their line. And Grizel got married to Stephen, and you've seen their line as well. Back to Ronaldo, or Patty. Yeah, Patty. And then Dexter. Dexter got married to Holly and had Lulu and Warren. Lulu got married to Bruno, Leon and Kitty. Leon got married to Fabuela, had Claudio and Dorina. Claudio got married to Martha, had Stephen and Amelia. Stephen got married to Galena, had Gregory and Harley. Gregory got married to Matilda, had Ladane and Ramon. Ladane got married to Emilio and had Ulrich and Susan. And you've already seen Ramon's line. And then back to Gregory, to Harley. Harley got married to Ingrid and had Harmony and Raphael. Harmony got married to Mario, and you've seen their line. Raphael got married to Agnese. Back to Harley's line. Back to Stephen. Back to Amelia. Amelia got married to Felix and had Elvira? I don't even know how to pronounce that name. And Isidore. Elvira got married to Maximilian and had Anacleto and Rowena. Anacleto's married to Magdalene, and you've seen their line. And then back to Elvira. And Rowena's still searching. Isidore got married. You've seen their line. Back to Amelia. Back to Claudio. And then Dorina. Dorina got married to Eamon and had Friedrich and Lance. You've seen Lance's line. Friedrich, Nadia, Sandra, and Alivard. You've seen Sandra's line. And then Alivard. Alivard got married to Ferrana, Inocencio, and Alfie. Inocencio, you've seen him. Glenda. And back to Alivard. Back to Friedrich. Back to Dorina. Back to Leon. And then Kitty. Kitty got married to Rudy, Hannah, and had Hannah and Albert. Hannah got married to Walter and had Cletus and Gwyn. Cletus got married to Clarice, had Stanka and Minerva. Stanka got married to Babette and had Diana and Glenda. And you've seen their line. Minerva got married to Warren, had Milo and this girl, Nancy. Back to Cletus's line. Gwyn. Gwyn got married to Dolores, had Lisa and Audrey. Lisa got married to Marcus, had Agnese and Declan. And then Audrey. Audrey got married to Ivan. You've seen their line, Burl and Homer. And then back to Gwyn's line. Back to Walter? No, Hannah. Back to Hannah. And then Albert. Albert got married to Capitolina, had Matthew and Gwenda. And you've seen Matthew's line, Lilith, Eugenia, and Gwenda. You've seen her line, Robert, and then Augustin, and Linda. Back to Albert. Back to Kitty. Back to Lulu. And Warren. You've seen Warren's line, Keaton, and Yannick. Or actually, no, you haven't. Emily. So he got married to Emily. Had Keaton and Yannick. Keaton got married to Elaine. Had Miriam. And Miriam had married Harold, and there was Roberta and Gertrude. Roberta got married to Stanley and had Julia and Cain. And you've seen Julia's line. Cain got married to Estella, had Fauna and Gabriel. Fauna got married to Ernest and has a daughter named Yvonne. And Gabriel got married to Grizel. Back to Estella's line. Back to Matilda, I think? Or was it Estella's? No, it was Cain. It was Cain, yes. Cain. So back to Roberta. Back to Miriam. Oh, and then Gertrude. Gertrude got married to Luther. Had a boy named Esteban. and he married Carrie, and he has a daughter named Abby and a son named Renee. And then Gertrude, back to Miriam, back to Keaton, and then Yannick. Yannick got married to Eaton, Wilbert, and Stanley. You've seen Stanley's line. Wilbert got married to Ira, had Dennis and Bradley. You've seen Dennis's line. Bradley got married to Olympia, had Miriam and Grizel. And you've seen Miriam and Grizel married. So that is their line. Back to Wilbert, back to Yannick, back to Warren and Dexter, and then Manuel. Manuel's line, he got married to Cornelia. He had Yolanda and Amancio. Yolanda got married to Abelard, and there was Olga, Dewey, Melvin, and Frank. Melvin got married to Verna, had Patsy and Megan. Patsy had Frederick and Fiorana, and you've seen their line. Megan got married to Boyne, had Elmer and Carrie. You've seen Carrie's line. Elmer got married to Rachel and had Electra and Teddy. You've seen Teddy's line. Electra got married to Quentin, and they have a daughter named Rana. And then back to Elmer, and then back to Megan. I gotta find my place again. Alright, I found my place again. So Guillaume got married to Rebecca and had Dad and Alistair. Dad got married to Leonore, had Wendy and Betsy. Wendy's line, repeats in. You've seen his line. Betsy got married to Pepe, had Jack and Javier. You've seen Javier's line. Jack, Irma, had Alyssa and Alicia. Back to Betsy, back to Dad, and then Alistair. You've seen Alistair's line. Back from Guillaume's line, back to Yolanda, and then Amancio. Amancio got married to Thala, had Pratt and Harold. Pratt got married to Mencha, had Danielle and Etta. Danielle got married to Mike and had Anhera and Jolene. Anhera got married to Diego and had Ippolitov and Dupery. You've seen Ippolitov's line. Dupery got married to Sheldon, and you've also seen his line, Elijah. Back to Anhera. Jolene. Jolene got married to James, had Hector and Cecil. Haven't seen Cecil's line. Cecil got married to Lorenzo, Dexter, and Cornelius. Back to Jolene's line. Back to Mike or Danielle. Back to Pratt. And then Etta, his daughter, married Sergey, had Gino and Olympia. You've seen Olympia's line. Gino got married to Daphne, had Moreau and Luciana. And actually, you've seen their line too. Back to Etta, to Pratt, and then Harold. Harold got married to Miriam, Roberta, and Gertrude. And you've seen their line as well, I'm pretty certain. Yeah, Esteban and Roberta. So that is their line. So that I believe is the entire thing of, let me find it, Xander's line. Xander's line. Okay, that's what it was. The entire thing of Xander's line. Then from Isaac, and you've seen Ellis's already, and then Edgar's, Stephen, and then Luke and Angie, or you've seen theirs. So on to Samantha's line. Brandon, you already know him and all of his kids. But going into his kids, there's Julie. Julie got married to Jonathan, had James and Lucy. James got married to Jolene, and you've seen their line. Lucy got married to Alexander, had Vernon and Janice, and you've seen Janice's line. And Vernon got married to Lavinia and has a daughter named Corinna. And back to Lucy, back to Julie. And then Brian's line, you've seen Brian's line. And Annabelle, Deborah, and Alpha, or you've seen their lines as well. That is their lines. And then Maya's line, Alexander got married to Lucy, had those ones. And then Justin got married to Jamie and had Philly and Eduardo. Philly is married to Almond and has a son named Raymond. And Eduardo is still searching. And then on to Hunter's family. Elena got married to Lazard, has a daughter named Cindy and a son named Santi. And then Amelia got married and is married to Olaf and has a daughter named Annette. And of course, Elena's line. as you're well aware of. So that is the entire line. Oh my goodness, that was literally almost an hour. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you on the other side.